Hey Virgo, how's it going everybody? Welcome to Blue Mountains Tarot. We're going to do a reading for the second half of October 15th to the 31st. Please keep in mind these are general reads, so just take the messages that resonate for you and leave the rest behind. I do offer personalized personal readings via Zoom. If you're interested in that, you can contact me below in the description box. And thank you everybody in advance for all of your likes, shares, subscriptions, comments, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. And let's see what messages are going to come in for the sign of Virgo. Messages that Virgo needs to hear. Okay. I want to get one more. We've got the Six of Cups, the Five of Swords. Something here is, let me just see here, why the five? Knight of Cups, okay. So somebody here could be returning to you from the past, coming back from the past here, Virgo. There is something here where you guys left off on a bad foot. You left off with some conflict. I feel like, I'm not sure that you're necessarily... Some of you feel like, you know, why are you showing up now? Or why did you think that you could just come back to kind of revisit? I feel like the Five of Swords... Sorry guys, I forgot my dishwasher was on a timer. It's turning on. Five of Swords. I just want to see here. Tell me about the Five of Swords a bit more. Eight of Wands. Yeah, okay. A lot of you have already moved on. You were hoping this person wouldn't maybe return, Virgo, or somebody here has tried to reconnect with you, but not to say that things, you know, there hasn't been forgiveness or healing done yet. So I don't think that, at least on your part here, you're not seeing this situation as welcoming. You're not necessarily enthusiastic or interested in, you know, entertaining somebody's emotional, even if it's an apology. Well, maybe it's an apology, I don't know, but I feel like they're definitely showing up somehow because the Knight of Cups is coming in with their feelings, you know, flirting. Maybe they're coming in like nothing happened, and meanwhile, you're moving very quickly forward away from this connection or reconnection. I feel like this person, you know, they hurt you, or you guys both said some, you know, said some things that maybe you didn't want to say, but it came through. It hasn't been healed. It hasn't been forgotten. So there's still some wounds here, guys. There's still some open wounds that it doesn't warrant, or it doesn't feel right that somebody's just showing back up again. But I don't know if they realize that or not, but let's see here. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Even if you were to consider this, you're going to you're very, very guarded. And you could be taking very, very small steps. Page of Cups, yeah. Very small, you're returning very little to this person. Okay, you're giving, you know, little to no sign that you're interested or sharing of your feelings, because I feel like you're trying to move on. You're trying to overcome or heal from this, the wounds or whatever has taken place here. But I do feel like you left off not on a very good ending here. Page of Swords. Yeah, you could even be, someone here could have been possibly looking at online, looking at each other, checking each other out via online, but I feel like you're blocking the communication. I feel like there is a part of you here though, Virgo, that kind of wants to know, but you don't want to open up your heart in a sense. You don't want to come across like you're interested, but I think you are showing something where you want to find out what exactly they're thinking. You want to know what they're thinking and feeling, but you don't necessarily want them to know. You're trying to keep more of a guarded face here, a guarded energy, I should say. Poker face kind of thing. somebody here, oh, let me see. Somebody here may try to, or would want maybe a friendship or try to make things better. I think with that Six of Cups and the Page of Cups, they're lined up here they're aligned. I feel like maybe somebody here is trying to make something better or somehow maybe give an apology. But at first you definitely don't give them much room or response. So a part of you may want to find out, what does this person truly want? What is it that they've got to say? Knight of Wands. You got all these knights. Some of you have moved on. You have feelings elsewhere here. I feel like you don't have the same passion for this person. Even if you find out what it is that's going on, you might get the answer. You might get you might get some clarity here. You might want to know what's going on. But I think regardless, you're still going to continue to move on anyways with yourself. There could be somebody or other people that have shown interest in you that you're more interested in learning and sort of getting to know. So I feel like some of you, you're elsewhere with your feelings. You're not with the situation. Temperance. There's the healing that needs to take place, guys. Having a little bit of patience. I think the Temperance is a nice card, guys. It is Sagittarius, so it could just simply be telling us that Sagittarius is the person that you could be connecting with. It's the first major arcana that has shown up in your reading so far, which to me tells me that, there's nothing wrong with trying to get healing or forgiving or trying to settle something, okay, rather than be living or walking around with this wound or this conflict, this resentment, there could be some underlying anger or revenge even. I feel like the Temperance is sort of saying, hey, it might be beneficial for you, even if you don't easily want to forgive per se, or let this person into your life, to at least allow for the exchange of closure. Try to work things out at least on a level that you can resolve and move forward, so that you actually don't lose hope, or you don't lose a sense of finding what it is or who you're looking for. Don't let this person jade you, or vice versa. Try to leave things off in a more amicable way. I think amicable is the word with Temperance card here. It's allowing things to sort of get back to where they were with or without this person. I think it allows you here with the Knight of Wands to move on. It allows you to really sort of truly and fully move on, knowing that whatever happened, but understanding a little bit more about this connection as to why things were the way they were. But I feel that it definitely allows you to move on, guys, for sure. I think it's helpful to some degree if you're ready for that. There's a little bit of not wanting to give this person the satisfaction, but ultimately, if you can gain a sense of healing, release, and sort of see somebody in a different light rather than a resentful or an angry side, then that's going to be beneficial in the end for you. The Hierophant. Why the Hierophant? The Hermit. 3 majors in a row here. You could just be, you've got Virgo, Taurus, and Sagittarius, okay? I don't understand here. Why the Hierophant, please? The Hermit. The 9 of Pentacles, okay. Some of you are definitely, okay, couple things. Some of you are definitely, there's a never wanting to see or talk to this person again. I feel like there's something here about walking away completely with the Hermit card. But I also feel like some of you have changed your tune in saying like, you know, I don't necessarily want to go out and find love again or relationship, but you can move on in a healed manner, at least to enjoy your single life. I think a lot of you are starting to change your beliefs around relationships. You're rethinking things. There could be something a little bit different, or you have a different approach. What you've learned, where you see yourself. There could be something here where you don't necessarily mind being single for some time here to enjoy other things in life. I think a lot of you are going to be embracing your solitude, your quiet. There's going to be a lot of you that just like you just want to be left alone from this person, at least. There's a time here where you feel like you want to be left alone to gather your thoughts. Because I feel like time is something that you need. The temperance is patience, but I feel like patience is time. And I feel like you need a certain amount of time before you move on to someone else. You could have this idea of like, okay, I do see myself in a relationship, or I do see myself connecting with somebody, but you don't jump quickly. You need a certain amount of processing time to really fully close something off and to move on. And so I feel like for some of you, this is a little fresh, but it is going to take you some time. I think that this is like a sign of going within. There's a spiritual addressing some of your beliefs, some of your spiritual beliefs, addressing some things about you that are going to allow you to grow and learn from this experience. In time is where you will see how this situation played out a certain lesson or a certain blessing. Something will come through in time. You may feel very disappointed and discouraged or irritated and angry, but I feel like when you get a chance to have the time alone and to think things through, you will look back and release this person and say like, I'm ready to move on, and I kind of see now what that played in my life, what that role was for me. And for some of you, this is going to kind of evolve or change over time. I feel like the two of you didn't work out here for whatever reason, this anger or the fight, but I feel like you guys were not ultimately aligning on the same belief system. You weren't able to share your long-term goals or what you wanted in your life with each other. There was something about somebody maybe lacking a sense of faith, somebody who had an attitude maybe of like, I'll always be single, I don't care, or there could be just that's their opinion of themselves, or that's what they want for themselves, or as they see themselves. So as you're hearing this, you're like, well, then what's the point of me sticking around if you only believe or you only think that single is the only way, that maybe someone doesn't believe in marriage, maybe somebody doesn't think that, marriage or monogamy or commitment is a possibility. They have a different viewpoint, or they didn't want that. They want a different way of having a relationship. And I feel like you guys were not aligning. And so some of you may have felt like this person could have wasted your time. You only had so much patience. And then you're realizing like, I'm better off. I don't really want this in my life. So it allowed you, like somebody has, the hermit has walked away. But again, I think every single person we meet has some form of a gift or a lesson or something to teach us, and vice versa. You have taught this person, whether you realize it or not, sooner or later, there will be a reflection or something that this person understands better. There's a lot of learning here, okay? You've got the Hierophant and the Hermit. There's teachings here. There's learnings here. There's something to realize about yourself. And maybe you were the one let's say this person never believed in monogamy or never believed in committal relationships or something like this. You were the one that made them think about this. Maybe they just never met anybody that was committal, that they always thought they were on their own, single, independent maybe. Not necessarily single because they're in a relationship, but independent or just not going much further than that. Somebody doesn't believe in that, maybe. All right, Virgo, I'm kind of getting guided to close here. Let's just see what the outcome is. Is there any healing advice for Virgo? Is there any other final words or advice? 5 of Cups. Grief. Okay. Like I said, guys, there's different ways. I want to just get one more here, but I feel like this person is going to realize that somebody here will leave an imprint or leave an impression on one of you, either you or both of you. I feel like there is somebody here who regrets their lack of alignment or their lack of commitment, their lack of trying to build something. So there is somebody who it's like, okay, well, if you can't have this commitment or you don't believe, then you're going to lose me too. And you could have just said, well, if you don't believe in that, then I'm not going to stick around. And this person's very upset about that because, again, it may not be the case that they didn't like you. I see the Knight of Cups coming in. I feel like they want to try, they realize that they had feelings for you, but they didn't realize that they lost out here when you guys have different beliefs or you have different paths, different beliefs about relationships. And now it's like, okay, well, you're going to make this person think and maybe grow. You know, they've learned something about their beliefs, because I feel like they feel a sense of regret or grief or sadness with this 5 of Cups. All right. Let's just see what the wisdom of the Tao has to say. Yeah. Someone has a belief about their ideals or their idea of commitment. They have a low faith of marriage or belief in that, or monogamy or something. It's something like this. It's not that they don't want to be in relationships. They think it only goes so far. So there's nothing left, or there's a ceiling, you know, there's a limit to their growth, and there's a limit to their potential with another person. And you don't see it like this, Virgo. You got 2 cards here that fell out. So let's see what these are. You got fresh start. Don't dwell on the past. Dare to make that bold change. There will be sacrifices and roadblocks, but you are protected. It is an imminent move. What is stale and depressed will be revitalized with this new energy. You are showing the way. I think that's what you guys are up to. You're not really looking back, as I was saying. You're going off onto a fresh new start. Okay? The other card you got message was Earth and Nurturing. The powerful energy of the yin represents the earth, moon, and motherhood. It nurtures you and makes you strong. Welcome the positive vibration from the southwest and stay grounded. Grasp the golden timing, end of summer, beginning of fall. So there could be something here about you being an earth sign, Virgo, about nurturing and wanting motherhood, wanting to have wanting this level of nurture within your relationship, but also to grow as maybe a family. Maybe that's what this person doesn't want kids. Something like this is taking place, guys. All right, Virgo, thanks again for all of your likes, your shares, subscriptions. I appreciate your comments. Have a great day, and I will see you soon. Take care.